So now roles are sort of reversed. It's pretty easy for our jungler to come gank about now, um, which is something that we're keeping in mind. We have the ward there. I'm pretty sure that the Wukong didn't buy wards at the beginning, so he wouldn't have warded yet. Also, based on his buys, it was an interesting buy, but nothing super crazy to deal with. So there you see our Rammus coming down. There we see Wukong. This Ashe makes a really critical error, and this is how we get a kill on her. First kill of the game. Pretty uneventful there. Our Akali backed off just like she was supposed to. Baited the Ashe in. Perfect play. So here you see me just kind of keeping the lane steady, holding it where it is, and honestly, even though this Wukong's a little bit higher level than I am, and does have protection against me because he's got the Manager's Cloak, I'm not super afraid of him, just because I know about how much damage Wukong does, and this early in the game he really doesn't have anything that's super dangerous. So, buy order. I started with boots, a ward, and a health pot, just because the ward is really nice, and of course the health pot also pretty useful, just in case you get caught. Here you see me 2 wards, a health pot, a regrowth pendant, and a fairy charm, and I think I get another health pot there. Always when you're playing support, you always want to have wards just because they're useful, and it keeps your carry safe, which is what you're intending to do. You want to make sure that your carry doesn't have to waste time by going back a lot because he's getting ganked, or that he's dying, because that's also very, very bad. So here you see, we don't know where the Wukong is. Their jungler is right here, because we caught him with the CV, so we knew he's doing blue. I warded here to give us a little bit of protection in this bush, so we can stop the Wukong from camping, and so we can regain our footing. I'm only getting like 20 frames. Oh well. So here we have a really weird thing here at the jungle. Kind of a bad misplay just because of the Kassadin. Unfortunately, that's the problem with Kassadin. Because he can rift walk, any distance into jungle is very, very short for him, because he can just jump over walls. So because we knew that everyone's at top, it's not super urgent that I ward. I have to, because it's possible to get ganked, especially against Kassadin. If Kassadin was super, super crazy aggressive, he can even come gank this lane pretty hard without proper vision. We wouldn't see him coming. The other problem is that Kassadin doesn't have to come through the standard route, but if he doesn't come through here, it will slow him down a little bit, which would still give us enough time to get away from him. But let's see. So it's kind of the boring part of the game. We're just kind of farming, so it's okay. So here you see me CV first because I don't want to get caught. One of the most important rules about being support is you need to minimize the risk of when you're moving, especially to go ward, because it really sucks if you're going to ward and you get ganked, because technically you're warding to stop yourself from getting ganked. So if you get ganked because of that, that's just a fail on your part. So kind of a misstep there. Our Akali should have broke the mark, but that's okay. Here we see Rammus coming down. We're looking for a shot. We see Wukong. It's a clone, but that's okay. I made a bit of a misstep there with the clone. But that's okay. We've got a nice lane reset, so we're back in position. Their Nocturne dived our Jax, so that was nice. Or dove our Jax, that was pretty good. Managed to keep their jungler away from this lane. So here's a bit of a bad play here. I can't really protect him well enough, unfortunately. Just Wukong's damage with that jump was just a little bit too much. That's okay. So now I see Wukong going up, but he drops a ward. Keep in mind where that is because you're about to see